gentleman right here, I ask him not to use his phone, show him the signs on the wall, he tells me,
That's not a law.
just what to say, yeah, he's right, violated,
I haven't committed a crime either.
don't care about none of that.
I haven't.
Directions on the van, who he is, he comes down for random tests.
If you got a problem with it, take it up with the D. Has me down here doing these drug tests. I haven't been found guilty of a crime.
I have no idea, but he doesn't get to talk or anything.
Well, I don't care about the phone thing.
That's not a
But
law.
are you supposed to be out here taking a?
They have me down here taking a drug test. I have no crime.
Do you have a slip yet? They need slips.
I've already turned it in. I'm waiting.
Yeah, he says he doesn't have anything on you.
Who are you?
Cody Warden.
Yeah, he needs that slip. That's why. That's why.
I turned one in early. I don't know.
Other room. So.
But irregardless of what he's done, you don't get to talk.
Irregardless, you need to shut your mouth.
Yeah, you can't be saying that.
I don't care. This motherfucker keep after
You
me.
can't be saying that.
Well, then tell him to keep his mouth shut.
Now,
Then.
you don't get
If
to
you
shut
keep
me
your
up
mouth,
in my space.
then I won't be
don't
talking
care
to
what
you.
think.
I'm just saying, if you keep your mouth shut, there's no reason for me to be talking to you.
Your mouth shut.
But you initiated conversation with me.
All right, hey man, you're talking to me now. Just
You're out.
just let me go, man. All right.
That's bullshit.
Don't be talking like that.
I haven't even. I'm not even guilty of a crime.
I ain't saying you are. I'm just saying you can't talk to somebody like that.
It's just bullshit how they're doing me, dude. Here, I'll go sit in here then. Until they call me, I'll go sit in here.
I appreciate it.
It's bullshit.
Hey.
It's not like I've pled guilty to a crime. I have not pled guilty to a crime. The only reason I'm here is because they're trying to fail me on a drug test, or it's a rigged drug test, to where they can go in jail and tap me out by being in there for 22 hours a day in a cell and get a false conviction. That's the only reason I'm even
I'm
here.
not saying they are guilty, but I appreciate your cooperation, sir.
Yeah, I'm over here being treated like a slave. Bullshit.
Hey, you made it? Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Seven News now. I'm at 300 West Belknap. Motherfucker tries to get a smart mouth in there with me. Then calls the bailiff down here. It's fucking bullshit how they're doing this in here, guys. They got us down here taking drug tests every month, haven't even been found guilty. Not pleading. We already offered me misdemeanor time served. What the fuck am I still here for? The answer to that is because when they have you in here taking these drug screens when you're on bond, it's meant to be an obstacle for you to get over to where they can put you in jail and hold you there for 22 hours a day and make you plead guilty by torture. And make no mistake about it, being put in a cell for 22 hours a day is torture. Then you got a guy in here saying, oh, you can't be on the phone in here. But he only says that to me. Being on the phone is not a law. Everything in this building's public access.
Come on, man.
West Belknap downtown. Yeah, West Belknap downtown. 300 West Belknap. I'm here almost 2 hours. And mind you guys, I've not been found guilty of a crime. I've not committed a crime, and I'm still being harassed. I don't know. They done called the bailiff in here. I talked to him, and they probably will try to lie, say I saw it with somebody again. That's all they do is lie. They don't get no support. The support in Tarrant County for the police is zero. So I'm gonna stay live until this visit's over. Got me down here on fucking New Year's Eve. Ask him if any of their mothers are on parole or probation. I told him I'm gonna go stand out here because I was about to cuss that dude out. They think they can just start making up laws as they go and try to enforce them. It's not how shit works. So damn tired of these people. So damn tired of them, guys. This makes the 12th, I've been coming down here since March. Been denied my right to a speedy trial. Can't get a fucking hearing on this. Pursuing a family violence case with no complaining witness. And proof I wasn't even there, and a mountain of fucking evidence shows I'm innocent. Still being harassed. Like, what's the purpose of paying a bond to promise to appear in court if they're already going to sentence you to probation? It don't even make sense. You can be sentenced to probation and not even feeling guilty of a crime. Hey, what's the wait time for me? You guys done pissed me off today. What's the wait time?
I don't know, sir. I don't know how many people are ahead of you.
Do you have any loved ones on probation or parole?
I do not.
You don't? Hey, what's the wait time for me, man? What's the wait time for me? I've been here for 2 hours.
Your time's over. I'm not doing anything. Get out, get away.
So what? Am I still taking a drug test or no?
For me, you're not.
Then who am I taking a drug test with?
Nobody. I'm not the only one down here. You don't have to talk crazy to me and think it's okay.
And you don't get to tell people they can't use their phone in here when it's the First Amendment protected activity. You have a right to be on your phone. You don't have a right to talk crazy to me.
I didn't talk crazy to you. I asked you not to be on the phone.
So you're telling me
The signs are up there. They're not just for you. They're for everybody.
well, I'm here to take my drug test, so you're denying me to take my drug test?
No, I'm denying you to talk crazy to me. You don't get to
Well,
talk crazy to me.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about me.
Stop talking. It's over. We've done it already.
It's not over because I have to take a drug test.
Okay, well then you come in and be respectful when you come.
Then don't talk to me.
I didn't.
Motherfucker, I don't like you. People don't like you.
Get out of here.
I haven't committed a crime. So am I taking a drug test or no? They told me to come talk to you.
You're not talking along with me.
Said I ain't taking a drug test now.
You're not. Excuse me. I need this guy away from me, okay? He's coming down with the same crap.
I asked if I'm taking a drug test.
You're not taking one.
All Dad said is, am I taking a drug test? I got it on video.
You can have anything.
So you can lie all you want. I got it on video.
Come here. Thank you.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Come here so I can talk to you.
You can talk to me right here. Look, here's the deal. I'm required by the court to come down here and take a drug test once a month. They told me the wait time was an hour. I've been waiting over an hour to take my drug test. It even says it on their door.
How many people does he have down there?
He told me I can't take one at all now, but I have to take one required by the court.
Don't be argumentative. If he's got 10 people down there, he's got to take his time to do his job.
Well, he's telling me I can't take one at all now.
Y'all been arguing for the last what?
So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to take a drug test apparently. Now they're saying I don't take one? I mean, whose call is that?
He's a drug test guy? Where does
He's the only person down there doing the drug test. I'm required by the, I haven't been found guilty of a crime either. I'm not on probation, I'm on bond. So I have to go down here and take it.
If he's telling you to not be arguing and to stand there.
I got people on here saying they're throwing me under the bus but don't let me take the drug test. That'd be,
His job. I can't control his job. He tells you what to do down there.
what do I do if I'm required to take a drug test then?
You have to take it up with the judge.
Oh, we take it up with the judge, right? So what's the point of me talking to you then?
Well, me because you're in my building having a
This is not your building, this is owned by the public. This is not your building.
I'm security of this building.
Then why can't I take my drug test and leave?
He's telling you now you can't take it. That's not my responsibility.
Why can't I take my drug test and leave then?
Contact his supervisor.
Well, let's get the supervisor out here then. They're telling me now I can't take a drug test.
Why?
I don't know.
They got something going on. They've been arguing for an hour down there.
I've been arguing for no hour.
He doesn't want to have a drug test, so he's been taking the whole time.
I haven't committed the crime.
Nobody's taking
That's a
you to
fact.
the crime. We have to figure
Let's
out
stick to the
what's going
facts.
on.
I'm being required to take a drug test when I haven't committed a crime. That's a fact. That's the reason I'm here. So I don't know what y'all want me to do. They got me down here taking a drug test when I haven't even committed the crime. This guy, I go and talk to the woman. She says, you have to ask him about your drug test. So I go and ask him. He says, you ain't taking a drug test here. I said, well, what happens if I don't take a drug test? Who's that fall on? It definitely don't fall on him. That's something I've been assigned to by the court.
Right.
Even though I agree I shouldn't be on one because I'm sitting here facing a charge with no complainant witness.
Right.
So I don't know what they want me to do at this point.
All right, well, you can go take one at Miller. They're not going to take one here. Just don't even.
But how about this? Why don't we just do it the next time? Maybe get somebody new down here.
Well, I mean,
This guy, he's not gonna let me take a drug test. I mean, there's nothing I can do.
no, right. I mean, I can't let you take it next time. I can, because I already put it in. So once it's in there, they're gonna put you as either, I don't know what they're gonna put you in there as today, but
I was never given a chance to take, to finish.
yeah, you can go. I mean, could you come take one on Monday? But not here. You can go to the Miller office.
If I have some paperwork showing I'm here to take one on Monday, because I don't want to just walk out here blind and say, oh,
You're
well,
fine.
you walked out on your drug test.
No, I'm your officer. I'll put it in the system. You know what I mean?
Well, let's get that paperwork done in, what is today, Thursday?
Yeah.
I'd come back on Monday.
All right. Well, we don't, like I said, look, I'm not gonna give you anything. You know. your officer.
And you know what's crazy about this is the only reason I'm even taking a drug test is for them to try to find something to put me in jail, so they can get a conviction from keeping me in there for years at a time in a cell for 22 hours a day by using torture. That's the only why I'm even down here.
Yeah. Well, look, man, you know me.
Even if you fail a drug test, that has nothing to do with safety, and that has nothing to do with you appearing to court.
No, right.
It's just being used as harassment.
Yeah. No, look, you know me, man. I'm not gonna. I'll let you do what you do, you know. But yeah, you don't have to look. I don't know who's down there right now.
Well, let's get some paperwork in, and I'll come back on Monday, or they can send me to a new location or something.
Well,
I called my attorney and brought it up. We're gonna argue this in court.
Yeah.
We're gonna argue this because this is harassment. There's no purpose of me being here. We don't even have a complainant witness on me.
Yeah.
I got a mountain of evidence showing I'm innocent.
Right.
And I'm still being down here treated like I'm on probation, like I've been found guilty of a crime when I didn't.
I understand. But I don't have, like I said, I don't have no paperwork to give you. We don't have no paperwork to give you.
Well, I just can't take your word for it either because I'm putting my life on the line.
No, but you don't have nobody else's word to tell you. I am your officer. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do you wrong. You know me. But we've been.
I get me. You've been cool with it,
I'm
man.
not gonna do you wrong. I'm telling you, like, if they're not gonna let you do it right here, right now.
And you know what? Your choice to be dealing with me right now.
All right, but I'm fine with it. You know, like I'm cool with talking to you. I've kept you. You know, you don't have a GPS on my mark. I've kept you this whole time. I was supposed to get rid of you. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not really. Every time, you know, other people, they don't know how to talk to you, they don't talk to you right, you know? So I just keep you because I'm like, me and you, we're good, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm cool with you,
So that's
man.
why-
It wasn't your fault what happened here, but
Yeah.
you know, at the same time, let's just read it to sleep and I'll come back in here. You know what? Why don't we just do our next meeting Monday? Because then that'll be the new
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
You want to just reschedule for
Yeah, we can do it on
first?
Monday.
All right, let's just go do the paperwork then.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't really, I'll just give you some, paper, tell you to come back.
All right, cool. We'll just do the meeting.
Yeah,
Our next month's meeting next week.
Yeah, we'll do it on
And
Monday.
then I'm gonna argue this. I'm gonna argue this in court.
I understand. All right,
We're gonna reschedule.
you can go, come on.
I'm sorry, man. You know, these people just got my last nerve. I'm just so tired of being harassed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
I saw you so long ago,
I
I
don't care
thought
what
you
order
were
you
gone.
choose in.
Yeah, I've been waiting forever.
You're
That
making
you know, they gotta start smarting off and shit.
Okay,
And,
you're gonna wait for
you
me
know,
in the
what
lobby
happened?
so
I
I
was
can
already
ask
pissed
about
off.
this address,
No,
and then
right.
I'll let you know, okay?
Yeah, I had no
Here's
clue.
bullcrap how they're doing me, dude.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll just do the next meeting. Next month. You might have to send us someone new.
No, right, for sure. Alright, let me put this out. Close your stuff out, everything. I'm really mean. I did not even know you were still in here.
Yeah, you know, I guess next time, depending on what happens, you can send me somewhere else to do it, because they already said, I got on camera, that they're not gonna let me take a drug test.
Yeah.
What else can I do at that point?
No, right.
I don't wanna be down here taking a drug test.
No, right, right.
I don't wanna be down here at all. I wanna, you know, I want my charges dismissed. They
Yeah.
denied my right to a speedy trial.
No, right, right.
So, what more can I do? They're sitting here violating my rights.
Yeah.
I should have had a trial a long time ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you have that police officer gets every motion he puts in gets granted. If that had been me, going to trial and say, hey, I have some key witnesses for me that can't show up,
Yeah.
I guarantee you they wouldn't grant me the motion.
No, right. Well, the biggest thing is, like, I can put you, what I really need, because I don't know what they're gonna, if you can't take it here today, but you still got time, because the day's not over, to go, they're gonna be short on lab takes on Monday, for sure, because they sent us an email out this morning, I forgot.
You want to do Tuesday? Because you got a lot of people getting out of jail and stuff on Monday.
But really, what I need you to try to do, if you can you not go to Miller right now and try to take it?
I don't know. I should be able to take it here, but that guy,
I know,
you know, he's not going to let
I'm
me
not
in.
even gonna let, I'm not even gonna do that. So if you can try to go over to Miller and try to take it, you can take it about, I think it's 5 today. Go over there and try to take it about 5 because we're closed tomorrow. Really, I'm supposed to only give you till tomorrow. If you get over there and try to take it, and for whatever reason you don't get to take it, then I can put you on. I'll have to put you on Monday. All right. But I'm gonna try to let you do it today, but not here, because I don't know what's going on.
Why don't we just do it Monday? Because, you know, I have to go to work later. I thought I'd be out of here by now.
All right.
Unless there's a problem that I absolutely have to take it today.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I don't want you to not, because there's so much time left in the day, if I don't send you to at least try to take one at Miller, I don't want it to look like you're trying to avoid taking it. You know
Oh,
what
I'm
I
not trying to avoid it
Yeah,
now. I'll take
mean? No,
one.
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You always take one, I tell you to. So that's what I'm
I
saying.
was trying
want
to
you
take one earlier. They told me I couldn't. I mean, what? It's not that I'm trying to avoid it. It's they're trying to avoid letting me take
No,
one.
right. No, yeah, so that's all it really is. That's all I'm saying that I need. That's all I want you to try to go take one.
Okay, so when you mean,
anybody to say, because once
You
once
stay
that
here,
don't
like,
have
do
to
you
take place,
stay
I
here for a
came up in
couple
there,
of days,
the lady
or
at
do
the
you
lab
just
already
go and you
emailed
like
me,
use the
once
water
we
over
told me
there?
that they sent security down there or
I
whatever.
mean, I said
Yeah, they sent security down there.
Go
Yeah,
in
I'm like,
there,
bro, I just came in
shower.
I
This
didn't
is
know
a
what was
friend
going
that's
on.
like letting me
That's why I was
run
emailing
this
him when I got back. I was like, well, he's with me now, though.
weird place
worry
trying to
about
get
it,
my
like-
apartment.
Because I had, like I said, I had no clue. You know
I
what
mean,
I
I
mean?
try not to
I
be
didn't
there
know
all
what
the
was
time.
going on. If I hadn't been walking through there right now,
So like what I can do is like if you ever
need
need to just stay a weekend
Right
with
there.
him,
So what?
I can
So what
arrange
happens is,
that, but you can't like.
if I
go
can't
to
make
his
it to
house
Miller
and stay
tonight,
one
because,
night
you know, my
and then go
appointment's
back,
at
like,
11.
you can't go
No, right.
back and forth. Yeah,
what time is it now?
Okay,
Almost
so I
10
have to
o'clock.
like, get permission
Yeah,
before
it's
I
almost
stay
like
at
5 What time do you get to work?
yeah. So like,
At 3.
if you wanna ask him, maybe you can spend
Well,
the
this
weekend
look,
with him this weekend,
this look
then
like-
definitely put that in our system today.
That's why I'm asking you, what
But
we
yeah,
should
you
do at this
can't like
point.
just be like, I'm gonna go spend there one night and then come back.
And you know, I'm gonna try, I've been trying to argue this
Okay,
before.
so
There,
are you gonna try and stay there
if
this
it's a
weekend,
police
or?
Yeah,
officer,
I'm gonna
putting
try.
a
if I
motion in,
can,
they
I'll
get a
the
hearing, they
2008,
get
Okay,
police
can you
escort,
let me
they
know?
get treated like
Yes.
All of
royalty.
this as soon as
Me,
possible?
I don't get a hearing, I don't get nothing.
Right.
Even though that I do have a
Right.
mountain of
Thank you.
evidence.
Thank you.
This is the thing. I'll leave here. I can leave
Do
here.
I need to text
too.
you about my
So,
assignment too?
by
I can tell you that
2
address
o'clock,
right now if you need
let
it.
me
I
know
just
if you
put it
can't
all in
take
an
it.
email so that we all have it on
Alright?
email.
If you can't take it over there, call me.
Where's
It's
this
on-
at?
It's on,
And then let me know about this as soon as if I got it.
okay.
So, yeah, cause I'm not here tomorrow, so I need to get that in ASAP.
I'll send it all in one email tonight. I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be safe.
What happened to that white dude they had down there? Is he still here?
You want the bigger one with tattoo?
Yeah, the one that, like when you walk in there, you take a left to go down that hallway and he's sitting at the
Yeah,
desk.
they, it's just, we don't have, a lot of people are out.
So he left?
No, he's still there.
No, he left for the day.
I guess. He didn't refuse his day. Alright, so the address is, 3210 Miller Avenue. Alright, yeah.
Okay, so the only thing that's coming up is recording.
Alright, I'll go down there.
Alright, yeah, just try to do that and give me a call and let me know if you can get it done, alright?
Alright.
And then, if not, we'll keep you for, draft report. You get it done today, then we'll do it.
I'd rather just come in Monday. Personally, I mean,
I
personally,
know, I'm just trying to take that for me today, alright? And then if you can do it, then we'll have you come on Monday, alright?
okay.
Alright, you're good though.
And Happy New Year.
You too. All right, y'all, they've sent me to some new location now. They got me going to do a drug test at another location because, what's up, man? I ended up getting on that guy's ass in there. He tried to smart off to me.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't having it, man. I'm live on YouTube right now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It was dead for a minute because I put my phone up. But
Right there.
they got me going to Miller Avenue to take a drug test.
Right now? Why
Yeah.
didn't they just take it here?
The guy refused to give me a drug test.
Why?
I don't know.
What do you mean he refused to give you a drug test?
He told me I couldn't take a drug test. You can get on my live stream and run it back, and you'll see. I asked him what my wait time was. Lady's like, "Oh, you need to go talk to him." So I go in there and tell him. He's like, "You're not taking a drug test here." You got a lighter?
No, I don't. You have a lighter?
Yeah, I'll say, all right. Yeah, I think I do go over there.
Dude, isn't that some fucking... What the fuck?
That's
Why?
fucked up, man. Because if you don't take the drug test, then they say, "Oh, well, he refused to do a drug test."
They
That's
can't-
why.
they
That
can't
is why I was
refuse
telling
to
you
give
earlier when we were off camera. You have to film these people
Yeah.
because they will lie and they'll say, "Oh, he refused to take his drug test," and then it's my word versus theirs. There's no evidence backing it.
Yeah. How can they refuse to give you?
He told me I wasn't allowed to take one. So, and then they tried to call security, and he's like, "Get this guy away from me. Get this guy away from
Is
me."
it the black guy?
It was a black dude in there.
Yeah.
And the black dude, he was sitting there trying to say, "Oh, you ain't allowed to have your phone back here." And I said, "What law is that?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, man, you need to quit getting smart with me." That's all I said. So I picked up and started filming his ass.
Yeah.
Then he kept going on and on about it.
He's like, man, comes from shit, bro.
Then he starts going on and on about it, so I tell him to shut his mouth. And the security guard's like, oh, you can't talk like that. And I said, this motherfucker keeps engaging in conversation with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be here. I haven't even committed a crime.
Yeah.
I'm here to take a drug test because they're trying to fail me on a drug test to where they can put me back in jail. That's the only why I'm here.
Yeah.
That's the only purpose of it.
But they put me on house confinement. So I'm putting on house arrest, basically.
You're on house arrest?
Dude, I just did 2 weeks on bond and didn't do shit wrong.
Dude, when this phony assault case they've tried to put a pin on me, apparently it was under investigation for 7 months. I was never on any bond conditions during that 7 months.
Yeah.
But after they charged me, now all of a sudden I need to be on ankle monitor, which I'm off now.
Flight risk.
And now you're a risk and all that. What about the 7 months where I was doing good?
They said I'm a level 5 risk. I just did 2 years probation and had no fucking problems whatsoever.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
You want to go on camera and tell your story?
Hell yeah. Dude, it's fucking bullshit, dude.
Tell them who you are, man.
I'm Braxton Troutman, dude. This shit is fucked up.
It's fucked up how they're doing this in here.
It's bad, dude. It's bad.
Tell them about what they got you on.
So,
And
dude, they got me. So I was out on bond, right? I was on probation. I caught a new charge. Okay, that was on me. I was out on bond. They fucking put a warrant out for my arrest for violating probation. After they had already arrested me, put a warrant out. I turned myself in. I got out. They put me on bond probation when I'm already on regular probation. They put me on house arrest. I have a fucking ankle monitor on. They put me on house arrest and tell me I have to pay, what is it, $291 every 2 months, but I can't go to fucking work. How is that possible? How does that make any
It's
sense?
rigged to where if you don't pay it, because you said you're already on probation,
Yeah.
they might let you slide on the fees till the end, but at the same time, they probably could violate you. It's set up to where you won't ever be able to beat your deferred probation.
How can you tell
It's
me
rigged.
that I'm confined to my house and I have to pay $291 a month and I can't go anywhere? How the fuck can I eat? How the fuck can I get food? Like, what the fuck do I do at this point? It's fucked.
It's meant to just harass you whichever way they can.
It's-
And this is part of the bond.
Yeah, this is part of bond supervision. I just did bond. I just did bond for 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight I was out on bond and they put a warrant out for my arrest. So I turned myself in and I had to bond out again. I had to bond out
On the same charge.
same fucking charge. That's double jeopardy.
Why'd they violate you? They even give you.
Probation violation. So the first
Oh.
one I got arrested for the charge, and now it's probation violation. If that's not double jeopardy, I don't know what is.
Yeah, man.
And I just did 2 weeks on bond. They said, well, my attorney said, well, the judge is scared that you're gonna go to the house and do something. I just did 2 fucking weeks, and I didn't violate at all. I checked in. I called in. I did my drug test, everything I was supposed to do, and now all of a sudden I'm a fucking level 5 risk. How?
Yeah. You know, and it's crazy how they factor in who's a risk and who's not. It's like based on what they say. It's
They
not
said
based
the
on
jail-
evidence.
She just told me the jail decides.
Yeah, the jail decides.
How?
That one guy said he
wouldn't have
decides I
got
can't
booked
take
in.
a
I
drug
didn't do
test or
shit.
not, but I'm being forced to come in to take a drug test,
Yeah.
and then I'm told I'm not allowed to take a drug test.
Probably because
So-
they heard us in there talking about this shit.
Yeah, and they're like, we need to get this motherfucker out of here.
He's gonna expose our shit.
He's gonna expose him. Then they start trying to get smart with me and tell me, oh, you can't be on the phone, but you see everybody else in there on the phone. It's fucked up how they're doing us out here, guys.
They want
I
you
got
to,
16 people in the chat right now.
They want you to elevate. They want you to do better, and then tell y'all, but you can't fucking go anywhere and you can't fucking do anything, and you have to pay all these payments. But we want you to live. We're putting you on probation to try to make your life better. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're here to help you.
Get the fuck out.
We need to keep the community safe by drug testing you and having you come down here and report when there's a mountain of evidence showing you're innocent and you can't get a speedy trial.
And then we're gonna deny. And then we're gonna deny you taking a drug test.
And here's the thing about that too. That police officer, Aaron Dean, I was in court with him last month. This motherfucker, every time he files a motion, he gets it granted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But if I had a motion saying, hey, my witnesses ain't gonna be able to show up on my trial date, I guarantee you they'd tell me no.
I had a girlfriend, her dad was a cop, dude. And this is what he told me. He said, dude, to be a police officer is joining the largest gang in the world, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Stop it.
Well,
They won't fucking stop it.
what they use is guns and force. They're like an army. It's like an occupying force we're over here dealing with. This is 300 West Belknap. And what this building is for people just because they've been accused of a crime, they don't even go off evidence anymore in here. They go off statements. And they have people coming in here paying bond fees, house restrictions. They got this motherfucker restricted to his house now. And it's basically to drain you out, make you go homeless. And another part of it is they want you to violate these so strict conditions to where they can put you back in this jail over here and hold you in a cell.
$500 a day. I'm
Yep.
like, yep.
And keep you in there 22 hours a day, which scientifically that's going to make you go crazy.
Yeah, they had me in quarantine time. You got to go out for 1
Quarantine my ass.
hour. 1 hour. Not
Yeah.
one guard in there is wearing a
Yeah, they're
fucking
using-
mask, bro.
Yeah, they don't even care about that shit. I think they're using that quarantine shit because whenever they kill inmates, there's been 40 inmates dying there. What they're doing is they're using that COVID-19 to cover up these inmate deaths. Because I seen a guy when I was in there get starved to death, and they're begging for food in the suicide dorm. Motherfucker starved to death, said he died of COVID-19.
They put me in there with no hygiene bag. I didn't have a toothbrush. I didn't have soap. I didn't have a cup for water. I didn't have a spoon.
You said you just got out today?
Yeah.
Tell us about what's going on in that jail in there.
Dude, it's fucking insane, dude. You go in there, they keep you in booking for probably 26 hours. They're in there watching YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah.
You see them on the computer. They're looking up houses. It's bullshit. They're on social media. They have us in the booking area for. I was in there 26 hours.
How's the inmates being treated by the guards in there?
Terrible.
Terrible?
Terribly. See, here's the thing.
There's been like a lot of guards like spraying mace on people and walking up to the doors 12 deep and say, hey, you got to go, and then not even have a real
See,
reason.
That's the thing. I kite for a hygiene bag. Bro, basic shit. Give me soap and give me a toothbrush. That's all I'm fucking asking for. That's a basic right. That's a right
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah, they won't even give you boxers either.
I put in a kite. Nobody would come up there. They said, we're so short-staffed, yada, yada, yada. Somebody got in a fight in the pod. 16 guards spread it up there. That's all fucking short-staffed.
Yeah. Well, if a fight breaks out or if a guard's getting they'll be in there in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
I've seen it also where if it's two people they don't like, they'll let them fight it out till one of them damn near dies, and then send people and say, all right, guys, on the ground.
Yeah. And they're worried about COVID, and they have us in a 6-man, not a pod, a cell.
Yeah, that COVID shit don't even exist, man. And people are dying of flu and pneumonia and shit. They're
Yeah.
just saying, oh, that's COVID-19.
That's why last year there were no deaths by flu, because they can't fucking determine what's flu and what's
They don't even really have any way to prove that there is COVID-19. It goes based on symptoms.
It's crazy.
But you can have a migraine headache and a fever, which could be a cold, head cold.
Yeah.
They'll say you got COVID-19, and then they'll say, oh, well, we need to keep these motherfuckers in a cell
Quarantine, yeah.
22 hours a day.
That shit is crazy. It's cruel. It's cruel treatment.
Yeah.
Treat us like dogs, like fucking animals.
Well, already, man, I gotta head out to Miller Street and take a drug test. It was good talking to you, man. I want to post this video.
I'm gonna look you up, okay?
All right. to take a piss, so I drank all this freaking water, and they didn't even let me do the drug test. Doors locked in here. Hey man, you guys got a restroom in there?
Yeah, you have to go through the metal detector, but that's okay.
Alright.
You're welcome to use the restroom.
Exactly, under the truth. How the hell am I going to take a drug test if I'm being refused to take one? Done drank like 4 cups of water, take one, I got to piss. Let's see what else. Statements is evidence. No, it ain't. You can say anything, I don't mean it's evidence. Y'all, they just called me and said I need to go back to the place and take the drug test. So we're gonna go back out here and make another attempt at it. Yeah, we got it on camera. They did deny me taking a drug test. There's nothing I can do about that. All this harassment I've been dealing with is just based on somebody's word against mine. And they won't give me a trial either. We have tried and tried to get a speedy trial, and I've requested multiple times. Won't give us a motion. Can't get a hearing on nothing. But if it's Aaron Dean wanting a damn motion, I highly doubt he's down here taking drug tests or I ain't come on none of that. He murdered somebody on camera. Give him special treatment. I've been coming down here since March of this year. Been down here since 11 a.m. About to have to go back in here for round 2. Hey man, they said their supervisor called them and they need me to come back down here and take the drug test here now. After I done got kicked out of the building.
Stop, man. I don't, what you talking about, man? I don't know you. Huh?
Just walking out saying, fuck this place. All right, I'm back. No.
So you're gonna take one with the other guy, Chris. So we can get it done with.
Yeah. Hopefully this is the last time we have to deal with this. If things go according to plan.
Look. Don't work for it. This
Oh, I have
is-
to. It's all good, man. I got you, man. Hey, don't worry, man. I got you.
Hold on, wait right here. Wait right here. Hello. So. He's in there. No, I already talked to him about it, but, he said to have him take it. So, I'm right now. I'll be here on here. So,
They're in there debating whether I should take a drug test here or another place. They told me to come back down here. Crazy part about all this, I actually quit filming them for 3 weeks and didn't even come in here today wanting to film. And it seems like the minute I stop filming is when they start lying about me. Trying to tell me I can't come in here and take a drug test.
All right, you're gonna take one. He's gonna call you back. So now for the UA, you said? For the phone,
It's
for the
ridiculous.
UA. Like, you got it. I'm gonna be out here. But
Man, you never know when these people start lying, man. I feel like unless I have a camera on them at all times. All right, that's me. I feel like I can't keep these people honest. How you doing? Not good.
First name.
393. It says here on the door, within the hour. And then after the hour was over, I asked this lady what my wait time was, because I was sitting there waiting. It's already been like past an hour. This guy starts trying to argue with me. I think I'm filming. I promised I'm filming. He,
Well, I'm not gonna get
so I said, you know what, the head security, you know, I'll leave. I'll go over here. I go in there and ask the lady. I said, hey, what's my wait time? I don't want to be here. I haven't committed a crime. You see what I'm saying?
Well, there's only two of us.
Yeah.
We have people out, and so he's by himself. So however many people come in, we don't.
You know, I came in today, I wasn't even kidding you guys, but it seems like every time I stop filming, they try to make up lies about me, they try to harass me. And keep in mind, I haven't pled guilty to a crime. I'm not pleading guilty.
I understand.
You get where I'm coming from? Like, this is ridiculous.
All I'm doing is here to do a test. That's all
I know.
I'm here to do.
And I'm not sitting here saying, you know, everybody's in my circumstance, you probably got people that are guilty, but I'm truly not guilty. And I've been coming down here for almost a year.
Okay.
And they won't give me a court hearing on this. They don't even have a complaining witness, and I'm still being forced to take drug tests. What does a drug test have to do with me appearing in court? I've appeared on my court. I want to try. I filed for motion for speedy trial. They won't give me a speedy trial. What else can I do? I've done everything I can.
I know. All right, so rinse and dry your hands real quick and get this out of your way, out of your hair. Put it on the shelf. I need a half cup of urine. Now, once you get a half cup, just put it on the shelf. And then finish your business and go from there. Zip up, just bring it over to me and make sure the lights down, put the flush and wash. No lid, just bring it on over. Bring it on over to me. Put the lid on yours, throw the trash behind you. Right there. Hang on to that. Put that a minute and a half.
Everything good?
I haven't checked yet, sir, just a minute. All right, everything's good, so we'll go down to the toilet. Toilet. Put it on it, throw it in the sink, or throw it in the trash. Flush it on the line, and then wash your hands. Little tiny butt. There you go. All right, that's it. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault what happened, man. It was the guy in there's fault. You've been a good. You don't really decide on who you deal with every day, and you know everything's different. You know, there's people that are guilty, there's people that are innocent, people that are on probation, there's people that are on probation. You don't have no say so in that.
Nah. Well, all right, then I'll see you after court on the 11th, all right?
All right. Yeah, they finally let me take one, man. I passed.
I figured.
Yeah. Still live right now.
Feel alive right now?
Want a cigarette?
Yes, please. You say you feel alive right now?
No, I'm live on YouTube right now.
Bro, that's oh shit. They told this guy. So he went to take a drug test, right? He got in there and they're like, we're not taking your drug test.
They did it to fuck me over.
Yeah.
It was all about trying to get me out of there to where they could say that I refused it. But I really wasn't refusing. That's why I was filming them.
Yeah.
Because,
Did you know you were filming?
oh, he knew when I was filming after he tried to smart off to me.
Yeah.
And all it was about was trying to get me arrested. That's the only reason I'm here is to try to get a reason for them to arrest me.
Well, what made them say that we're not going to take your UA?
Because he started saying, I was on the phone with somebody. He's saying, hey, you can't be on the phone in here. And I was like, okay, well, what law is that?
Yeah.
And he starts saying, you need to watch who you're talking to. You don't need to talk to me crazy like that. So I picked up and started filming. I forgot what I said. It's on my live stream. You can run it back. I got it all on video. So he keeps on going on and on about it. And I tell the dude, shut his mouth.
Yeah.
I said, you don't want me to talk to you, but you keep engaging with me in conversation.
Yeah.
They don't understand. I don't like these people.
Yeah.
I'm against these people to the fullest extent.
We're not fucking like the little puppets that they can.
And you know, they get motherfuckers in here like that dude in the wheelchair earlier. They're just happy as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy you guys are drug testing me. I'm happy I'm on probation. Unless this motherfucker did some fucked off shit and got a sweet deal,
Yeah.
then he ain't got no really happy.
Exactly. The supervisor called and said, and did you take the UA with the same guy that was?
No, I took it with a different guy. The other guy left.
Well, wouldn't that have been some shit?
The other guy left and went to lunch. And it says on the paper, you have to take the test within the hour. It had been way over an hour. At that point, I'd been waiting.
Yeah.
So I go in there and sit, and that's when that guy starts talking shit to me. So then they call security down. They had a security guard come down there. Well, he said, oh, you can't talk to my guy. I was like, all right, I'll just go stand in here. I look at the time, it's been well over an hour. I asked the lady, I said, hey, what's the wait time? They're like, I don't know, you have to go talk to him. So that's when I go in there and talk to him. He starts talking shit again, telling me, oh, you ain't gonna be able to take a drug test here. I'm not dealing with you, get out of here. Get out of here. And I was like, I didn't choose to be here. I'm being forced to be here. I'm being forced under threat of arrest to be here.
Exactly.
And the whole purpose of all that street theater was to try to get a reaction out of me and to try to make a false narrative and say, oh, this guy's in here talking crazy, but really he initiated a conversation with me. And it was trying to get me arrested. They do this shit to me all the time. That's why you have to film, man.
Because they was talking in the lobby.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, just having the conversation, I'm starting to get more and more agitated.
Yeah.
Based on all the fucked up shit they're doing, man.
It's not gonna stop. Unless they're stopped.
Unless they're stopped.
Unless it's forceful. dude. It's fucked up.
It's kind of like smoking cigarettes, like I was talking about earlier. It's like, yeah, we know we're killing our lungs. We don't really give a shit. But before something actually changes, you actually have to lose your lung. Or somebody that shoots up dope, you have to end up overdosing before you start to wake up. It's the same thing with them. As long as nothing happens to them, they're just going to keep doing their shit.
And a lot of the issue too is how easy it is to become one of these people. It takes no fucking background, no fucking experience.
These motherfuckers, it's almost like giving somebody 6 hours of study on brain surgery and saying, hey, you're good to operate on this person's brain.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the same thing. These motherfuckers, they don't even know the law.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's trying to say being on the phone's illegal. You have a right to be on the phone. There's not a law saying you can't talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Everything in this building besides a private office is public accessible.
Well, that's what
and you can film in there too.
I was on the phone with my attorney in the waiting room. So I didn't know that they were putting me on a monitor. Nobody told me they were putting me on a monitor. Before I signed, they put me on the fucking monitor. Before I signed any fucking thing.
They said it's either you take the monitor or you'll go back to jail. That's your options.
Yeah.
Because if you walk away when they take you out from the jail,
Yeah.
it's an automatic violation.
But I was on the phone with my attorney, and they did that same shit. She came in there and she was like, "Hey, you can't be on your phone in here." I said, "Well, I'm talking to my attorney." And she just shut the fuck up and walked off. She knows it.
Yeah, I called my attorney about this shit that's going on in here, and I'm gonna go try to argue at my next court appearance.
Yeah.
It's just fucking bullshit how they're doing us, man.
Fighting this shit from the inside, dude. Whatever I can do to help, I'm with it. 'Cause this has got to change.
It's almost like on that movie War of the Worlds, whenever the machine sucks that guy in, he has all the hand grenades. The only way to really beat him is, to try to blow it up from the inside.
Probably the analogy they were trying to make. We need a fucking petition.
Yeah.
We need to fucking test this shit. I'm sick of it, bro.
I'm so sick of them being here, man.
I'm sick of it. It's old.
It's stressful.
It's stressful.
You never know if they're going to come in here.
You can never get the upper hand.
Oh, you don't have any leverage until you go to trial, and the people in the jury see what really happened. They're like, "Oh, this guy's actually right."
Yeah.
But until then, you really don't have much leverage.
What's so fucked about it is how much they can screw with you in the meantime. That's
Yeah.
what's fucked up. It's not so much of like, okay, I gotta go to trial. That's not the hard part. I can go get an attorney and go to court.
We have been wanting to go to trial.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't want to go to trial. We've been trying to get them to go to trial. They don't want to go to trial
They
with
don't
it.
want to do a speedy trial, yeah.
And it's not just me. It's been a lot of people like that.
With the system is how much they can fuck with you in the meantime. They had this guy in jail for a year.
Yeah.
Gave him 1244A time served. He refused.
They offered me. They were trying.
And he's out on bond. A fucking year they have him in jail, and he hasn't been convicted of anything.
And already offered him time served.
Yeah.
Well, if you're already offering me time served, and there's no further punishment, then what's the point of putting me on fucking bond conditions?
Yeah. Because they want him to sign. They're gonna put him
It's
through
almost
much
like-
hell until he says, "Man, fuck it, I'll just sign for probation."
Right. They'll offer you a misdemeanor time served because they know they ain't got a case and their time's run out. There's a that's what I'm looking for. There's a list of settings they have to go through before it has to go to trial.
Yeah.
You have your initial appearance, you have consultation setting,
Well, what scared me
evidence
about
exchange, motion stocket, status conference, then it has to go to trial.
that, exactly. What scared me about that is how can you keep a man arrested for a year with no conviction? A
Right.
fucking year. Could you imagine?
Yeah. Then they'll offer you time served, and I'll say, okay, well, if you're going to offer me time served, then why not give me a PR bond? It's the same thing,
Are
right?
you cool with telling him about your situation? Yeah.
I'm on YouTube Live right now.
Yeah, this guy right here is a vigilante.
Yeah, I do what I can. You have to film these people because they lie so much.
You have to. A year. So he
Guy was in jail for a year.
He's an engineer. Lost his house, his car, his job. No conviction whatsoever. The scary part is not the trial and the court. That's not the scary part. The scary part is how much they can fuck with you in between that time.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And that's for most people, man. I think that's part of the reason they
And
put
they
me
can
in
say,
jail
"We're
without a
waiting on
bond.
court. We're waiting on court."
Yeah. Or using this whole fake COVID-19 thing. Oh, well, the court's shut down. We can't do nothing.
Yeah. Is that what they're doing right now?
They're not doing it now. They have the courts up and running. But while I was in jail a year ago almost,
Yeah.
they were saying, oh, well, we can't do any proceedings with you because Courts are all shut down.
Yeah,
But they've opened back up. They might try to shut them back down.
yeah,
Probably whenever I go to trial, right when it's about time to go to trial, they'll shut it back down because they don't want to find, they don't want the facts to come out about me.
yeah.
And the facts are I'm innocent. And I've been filming them this whole time. And they have it out for me.
How that is constitutional, how that is legal in any way, shape, or form to hold.
We have a right to a speedy trial, and they won't give us a speedy trial.
Yeah,
And then Aaron Dean goes in there, and the judge grants everything he wants. I promise you, if it was me, and my witnesses couldn't show up, and I got witnesses, I got plenty of them,
yeah,
they'd tell me, oh, that's too bad, you're still having your trial this day.
yeah.
If they had evidence, which on that guy, they have a lot of evidence.
They gave a man in here when I was in arraignment. They gave him a $500,000 bond
Dude.
for an aggravated assault. There are capital murders in there that don't have a $500,000.
Dude, Timothy
bond.
Simpkins shot 4 people and had a gun, a felony gun charge on school property. They gave him a $70,000 bond.
Can you believe that shit?
Dude, I seen motherfuckers in there with fucking ag assault
So
with a $100,000
my
bond.
original bond conditions, right? I had a $20,000 bond.
Dude, I know people that police, and just based on them filming, they say they're retaliating and would give them a $100,000 bond. I know a guy I'm friends with. He got out of jail a few months ago for. They're trying to say it was exploitation of an elderly because he was filming and there was an old lady just in the lobby. But exploitation means you're purposely trying to scam them out of money just because you make money on a YouTube video. If you did, that's not exploitation. Give him a $100,000 bond. He got out.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You got motherfuckers out here shooting people getting a lower bond.
Less bonds than that, yeah. They gave me okay, so this is where I wasn't supposed to be on the monitor. They gave me a $20,000 bond. I had my attorney go and try to get it lowered. He got my bond lowered to $10,000, and because they lowered it, because they didn't think I was going to get out on the $20,000.
They didn't want you to get out. They wanted you to go homeless.
Yeah.
They did the same thing to me. I was in there for almost 2 months
Because
without
they
a bond.
lowered my bond, they added this condition.
I know,
Is that
like
constitutional?
just because you got your bond lowered, why does that
Why does that now
merit
make
you
me
being
a
on a
higher
bond?
risk?
How does it make it a higher risk because your bond got
Because
lowered?
my bond got lowered.
So that's basically saying, well, if you have money, you can afford the 20 grand up front, we won't put you on bond conditions.
Yeah.
If we lower your bond, that automatically makes you a risk. It's like they're preying on the poor.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, well, we can probably get them back in jail if we can keep them on house arrest.
Yeah. So,
If I was you, man, I'd go tell my attorney to get in there and start motioning. And I don't know what your case is, but make them prove what they're saying.
yeah.
You can't just let them just say it. Say you got to argue and present your facts and say, hey, here's what the facts are.
Yeah.
Here's what you're saying. Here's what the proof is. What are you going to believe? You're going to believe the proof, or you're going to believe what people are saying? Kind of like earlier, I probably would have been arrested earlier if I wouldn't have been filming, because that guy would have went in there and said, oh, he's in here threatening me and trying to assault me and all that,
Yeah.
just to have me arrested.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit how they're doing this.
I like what you're doing, bro. I think I'm about to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, just when you go in here, I don't know if they'll try to target you because, you know, you haven't been doing a lot of videos and shit, but they already know who I am. I've been doing this long. I was showing you the video when I was in the courthouse down here, and there were some court transcripts. Tim Moore, piece of shit attorney, said, "Oh yeah, I'll have that court transcripts for you next week."
Is that video you're telling me about?
Yeah. So I keep calling the guy, he never answers emails. You got to email him too. That way you have record. You say, hey, I emailed him on this date, on this date, on this date.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happens for 2 months. It's like, okay, well, I have a right to get the court transcripts myself. I don't even really need this attorney.
Yeah.
So I go in there. They try to deny me. I actually been there like 2 weeks earlier doing a FOIA request to get them. They end up denying me until the point where I was up there with the supervisor. I said, I am not leaving until I get the paperwork I need, or I get filed for it to where I can retrieve it.
Yeah.
They bring in 10 court bailiffs to try to arrest me because the evidence that I was getting from them was contradictory to the state's claims. I was trying to get evidence to show this woman lied on a police report,
Yeah.
which we can prove now, and they tried to have me arrested for that. It's just one thing right after another with these people. And you know, you can't even do a motion to dismiss and have a judge do a hearing on it. It has to be approved by the DA, and the DA, he ain't gonna give shit.
Yeah. But they have Molly Westfall running now.
Yeah, you're what?
They have Molly Westfall running now, man. We're
Molly
all,
Westfall?
We're all fucked.
Hey, what you think about Molly Westfall, man?
And she is a fucking bitch.
Hey, how do you think she hears? Do you think she gets? If you're a man, do you think you get a fair hearing?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely, she's very biased, especially when it comes to family violence charge. And what's crazy is I think last time I read on it, it was 85% of inmates are there on a family violence charge.
That's because the women, like let's say you break up with your girlfriend or you cheat on your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, they've wised up to the fact that in Tarrant County, and there's a lot of counties that are similar, probably not as bad as Molly Westfall. She's extremely biased.
Yeah.
We got her on video showing bias. She didn't even want to, when we were sitting there trying to present facts, and I had 10 more, which ain't worth a shit.
Yeah.
We were trying to present facts. She didn't even want to hear it.
Yeah.
She just says, based on that statement alone, we don't even want to hear what kind of proof you have. We don't even want to see the facts of the case. We're just going strictly off what this person says to keep you on an ankle monitor.
Which is crazy.
I was like, well, this is what the state's saying.
Statement is
But what
not
about all these
evidence.
text messages? What about this video? What about this video?
Yeah, a statement.
What
is
about
not
proof I
evidence.
wasn't even there?
Exactly. That's crazy.
What do you think?
Molly Westfall is terrible. Terrible.
What's your experience been dealing with Molly Westfall as your judge?
Well, first time I went to court, I didn't even get to go up. I didn't have an attorney with me present, nothing. They looked at a body cam footage, supposedly, which later on got no bill because there was no evidence. They took it to a grand jury. My whole charge got no bill. So it didn't fucking happen.
Right.
She sat in there and was talking to the prosecutor and all them, and literally watching the video, she said, "Oh yeah, we'll get this piece of shit," and then nothing else. I signed. They brought me over to probation, put me on bond supervision right there, and a couple months later, I was placed on probation. She's super biased, super, and you can ask any of the attorneys around here.
All the attorneys hate her.
They all hate her. Like they're.
If she's watching this, just know the attorneys hate you, Westfall.
Hate you.
That's in the building you work in.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do they hate you out here, but they also hate you where you work at.
Exactly. She is super unfair.
She ain't on my case no more, thank God.
Yeah. Wait, so now that she's running, every attorney that I've talked to, I probably did a consultation with.
I agree with you. I've talked to a lot of attorneys
Yeah.
myself, and they all say the same
They all
thing.
said the same shit. I did a consultation with maybe 5 different attorneys, and they all told me, "Man, you are so lucky she's not in there anymore."
I even talked to when I was filing my lawsuit.
When you took your drug test, did he tell you pass or not?
Yeah.
He didn't tell me.
They handed it back to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He would tell you if you failed.
Oh,
Yeah.
pass, they don't say nothing, huh?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he'll tell
Like
you.
whenever they took it, they hand it back to you.
Piss.
Yeah. Did it have a line that said negative on there?
I didn't read, I just told it, just come and told it out.
It says on there on the line if it's negative or not.
Yeah.
They tried to tell me I couldn't take a drug
He'll
test
tell you
down
if you're
here.
positive for anything. I was positive.
They gotta tell you if you're positive, huh?
Yeah, I was positive for THC. He let me know.
Oh yeah?
You tested positive today,
So I guess I'm good.
but you just got out of jail though. You can say you smoked while you were in jail.
And they're using it because it's bond supervision. They're just using it for levels, so it's not going to go towards my case.
Based on that, they might try to in the future, if you do try to motion to have a drug test hearing, they might try to use that against you. But
Yeah,
I used to live in Denver, Colorado, where the shit was legal.
yeah. Isn't that crazy? You can drive 8 hours to sleep.
Yeah. Or you drive to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You drive
Go
1
get a
hour
car.
up the road. You can smoke it in this area, but in this area you can't.
It's fucking crazy.
I believe it should be legalized in all 50 states.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be able to drug test you on that.
But it kind of defeats the purpose of even having a capital.
What's so fucked up is even when you're passing your drug test and you know you're innocent, then they'll try to throw some extra shit at you to try to violate you. Say, oh, you can't take a drug test here. They'd have a supervisor call down here and say, hey, he's got to take his drug test here.
You know what they told me today, dude?
Then they would lie and say, oh, he walked out.
They put a so I don't have a protective order on my I have a daughter, a 6-month-old daughter.
I have a damn family violence case, and they didn't even put me on protective order because they knew I'd beat the protective order too.
Oh shit.
Because of my video shows me being assaulted.
They gave me a protective order on the alleged victim
Yeah.
and told me that also protects her family. So in order for me to see my daughter, I need to go get that protective order. It's 2 months. 2 months I'm not gonna see my daughter. She's 6 months old.
What's the point in putting someone on protective order for 2 months?
It's insane. And that goes back to why they put me on this ankle monitor. They said, well, they don't want me going over to her and doing something to her. I was just out on bond for 2 fucking weeks. mistakes. And I don't want to incriminate myself, but if I was going to do something, I would have done it in that
Dude,
2 fucking
imagine if it was the other way around. And like, let's say you got this chick living with you, you're paying all the bills, you're paying a car note, all that. And then you say, you know what, I want you here, I'm calling the cops, say you assaulted me. And they take the woman to jail. Dude, you'd have women activist groups out here protesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We need to start doing the same thing.
I think that's part
That's
of
the only thing we
problem,
can
too,
do is
that
just
we've
get out here
been-
and protest.
We've been oppressed for so long in this fucking criminal justice system that we now are just accepting it, and that's where they're fucking getting us.
It's like you start to become comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get
It's like
comfortable.
now we have just accepted the fact that, well, we're men, so, and that's not okay.
This is the life we have to. And this don't happen anywhere else in the world besides maybe China or North Korea.
Yeah.
This only happens here.
Yep,
The United States has more prisoners by far than any other country in the world.
yep. It's not crazy.
Yeah. I bet if you go to some other country like Finland or...
I'm lost in everything.
You want to say what happened to you on camera?
Man, this is slavery.
This is slave. They're trying to make us slaves.
Well, it is. It's in the amendment.
Got you on ankle monitor. I was on ankle monitor just like you guys. I had to fight for 6 months
I believe
to
it's
get off of it.
I believe it's the 13th Amendment that slavery is to be abandoned and abolished unless you have broken a law or are convicted or found guilty of a crime. And in that
Exactly.
case, this is legal slavery, is what it is.
And they're also
That's why
taking
they
your
have
money.
That's why they have trustees in there that are doing all their fucking grunt work,
The
and
trustees,
they're telling them, "Oh, we'll pay you by giving you 3 for 1."
it's not even 3 for 1 hour, it's 2 for 1.
As a trustee,
They took away, I heard if you have a violent offense, or what they consider a gun charge is considered a violent offense,
Yeah.
but it doesn't involve a victim. It's your second amendment right to have a gun, but they still consider that a violent crime. They're considering victimless crimes violent crimes with no complaining witnesses. I don't see how that's possible. And yeah, them trustees, they don't really do shit for them. I mean, I think if you have like a non-violent offense, you can get more time, but on stuff like we're facing, they wouldn't give us shit. You can thank Governor Greg Abbott for that with the National Disaster Declaration, enhancing all charges without due process.
is that what they're doing?
I don't know if they're still doing it now, but when I was in there, there was a National Disaster Declaration, which enhanced my alleged offense from a state jail felony to an F3.
How does that work?
They made it to where,
How does a natural disaster?
how does that constitute
Yeah,
an enhancement?
yeah.
It's completely illegal and unconstitutional.
100%. It's like the opposite of what we were built on.
Yeah.
The whole entire point of the Constitution is the opposite. They found loopholes to say, well, that doesn't mean this and that doesn't mean.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what we were trying to protect in the first place. It's the complete opposite of what we were trying to protect.
Yeah.
Everything
Have they ever tried any bullshit in there with you like they did me today, or have you seen that happen to other people in there?
Not as far as like the UAs go. Normally it's pretty much in and out. But they do try to tell you that you can't have the phone. They made me sit. So at the Miller location, I pulled out my phone back there to check the time. And they made me go back and sit in the lobby. I had to wait in the lobby for an hour and a half. I missed work and everything.
End up losing your job.
I didn't lose my job, but I definitely
Some
got
jobs
written
are
up
like that.
for
If you show up an hour late.
Yeah, I definitely
Like-
got written up. I showed them, hey, I was taking a drug test, so there wasn't much they could do. But in the same sense, it's crazy. Now, how can you tell me that I'm confined to not go to work? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, already, man, I'm gonna go ahead and burn off, man. I got some shit I gotta get.
All right, man, I'm gonna look you up.
All right, man, I appreciate you.
Get this shit.
Yeah, man, stay strong out here, brother. Don't let them beat you. We can't let these guys win.
I appreciate that, man.
And if they start fucking with you, man, pick up your camera and film them. Because they will lie. You seen what happened to me.
Yeah.
For some reason, if they start talking crazy to you, don't let them talk crazy to you. Talk it back to them. You have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to free speech. They just get in here, try to talk to you any kind of way, then they'll start the argument and then turn around and say, well, this guy's trying to harass me or this guy's trying to threaten me whenever they start harassing you. So it's always important to film because any opportunity they get, you know, especially in circumstances like you're dealing with, they're going to try to put you back in that jail, man. But it's good talking to you, man. Stay strong out here. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Here, I passed my drug test, which is fucking ridiculous. I'm even taking one in the first place. Got a lot of people up here really having a hard time right now with getting a trial. We have a woman running for DA that wants everybody on a monitor. Does not want to give you a fair hearing. And the only way we're going to be able to win is if we can get people out here in numbers and vote. Try to get this ankle monitor crap. Get this ankle monitor crap out of Tarrant County. Ankle monitor should not be for people that have not been found guilty of a crime. It's a unconstitutional punishment. They're in here finding people. It's 300 West Belknap, and we can't let these guys win. Till next time, y'all. I'm out.